My name is Scott Nance. I'm the film critic for Access Hollywood. Welcome to the special late Saturday presentation in Hall H for the brand new animated musical, Dorothy of Oz. Now, without further ado, let's bring out the crew and the cast. The cast. And now for our cast, the lovely, the delightful, the mega talented Megan Hilty. And, ladies and gentlemen, making his first Comic-Con appearance ever, please give it up for the legendary Sir Patrick Stewart.
To protect this memory and how beloved it is for everybody. So I went to talk to these guys about doing it as an animation, and knowing the people that I know, and you know, every artist pretty much has some Oz art in their portfolio, even if they fool around in it. So it was something that was near and dear to my heart, and a way to take it into a medium that it hadn't gone into before. You can go to this gorgeous, wonderful place, Oz, and also take it into new context for a new generation. So
we didn't want to be boring or go back to something old, but we want to be respectful of that, because as Roger said, it's the first American fairy tale. That means a great deal to me, and again, thank you, Roger, for bringing unlimited imagination to this story, and it's a real pleasure and benefit to be able to work with it.
The Wizard of Oz is just the most daunting thing to, you know, but what I like to just think of is just the chance to define the world of Oz, you know, in an all-new way.
Well, first of all, I have an interest in writing, and that's important, but when you come right down to it, it was a bet. And I was having dinner with some people, and I'd written a couple of other books, and one of the gentlemen was a fine lithographer, and he said, why don't you write an Oz story? And I thought that was very presumptuous, to tell you the truth. But one thing led to another, and here we have Dorothy of Oz, and in fact 16 other Oz books now. And I'm going to say this because I believe it in my heart. It's going to be one of the top leading movies for next season and maybe on infinitum. So we thank you very much, all of you, for being Oz fans.
My question is for you. Can you tell me if there's any similarities or differences in doing voiceover work versus live performance?
It's great to have the feeling in voiceover that you can never go too far. Like, well, maybe you can go a little too far, but generally, like I mean, there are no limits. And you have the luxury of doing it over and over and over and over again, whereas on stage, you put it out there and that's it. You know, you mess it up, you mess it up, and you keep going. And they're both great. But in voiceover, I get to go in my pajamas. So I'm gonna vote for voiceovers a little bit more. Thank you.
Well, I love doing animation. I've always loved watching animation, and right now my feeling is that the greatest advances in cinema are being made in the world of animation. And such a diversity of new work is being done. The look of the films, the sound of them, the storylines, the boldness of the filmmaking. I think it's the most exciting thing happening in cinema. So whenever there is an opportunity to have some part of this new wave of great filmmaking, I like to join it. I've done a little bit of voiceover work in the past, and I was, of course, drawn to this because of its iconic associations, because I haven't done many iconic pieces of work in my life. And so to be associated, you know, with those two letters, O-Z, or Z, as we so quaintly say in England, was a huge compliment. Sitting 2 seats away from Roger and hearing him talk about the work, his grandfather's work, is so extraordinary and so thrilling for me. That's what I... Happy birthday!